is my evening routine. The baby has just gone to sleep. I say baby, but she's about to be 18 months in a couple of days. And after that, it's me time. This is an evening routine that I've devised in my postpartum days to just make me feel like I'm getting some me time. The first thing that we're gonna do is hair oiling. Using the Indie Wild Champy, not sure how you pronounce it, hair oil. My hair is already quite oily because I haven't washed it in a few days, and it gets oily pretty fast as it is. So I wouldn't say it's oily, I just probably say it's greasy. I wanna do like a good shower today, just of everything. I have a few things happening tomorrow and the day after that I want to be prepped for and looking nice for. And I find that a good shower is always such a reset for me. This hair oil is really nice. It has a lovely jasmine scent. You can even leave it on overnight and the scent is not too strong. It works beautifully on your hair, and I find it to be extremely, extremely nourishing. Brush it out now. Now we're gonna do a low bun, maybe? Let's do a low bun. I built my nighttime routine in very early days of postpartum. I'm the first person in my family and even in my husband's immediate family and amongst my friends to have kids. I didn't ever firsthand see what it was like to have a newborn baby. And I just didn't understand the little things that really get to you over time. And the first thing was really not having any personal time. For the first 6 weeks, I was alone with the baby. My husband had to travel back to India for work, and it was such a beautiful time. I'm so glad that we got those 6 weeks together, but it was really, really hard. I went from having so much time to myself to do whatever I wanted to not having really any time. Even I remember times I was in the shower and I would have to run out dripping wet, just throw on a towel or a bathrobe because she would start crying or she had woken up from her nap, etc. After the 6 weeks mark, I started implementing little things into my routine to bring it to what it is today. So initially it was just a 3-step skincare routine and a fresh pair of PJs that felt okay. And now it's become something a little bit more, something that I can really indulge in. Hair oiling is done. Now we're gonna go and do a little outdoor walk. Before we go for a walk, I'm gonna fill up my big glass with some water. Water intake was something that really went up for me during postpartum and while I was breastfeeding. That is probably the most hydrated I have ever been. I recently started and I'm about to finish 75 Hard. Actually, I'm on day 71. And for 75 Hard, which is a personal development, willpower, discipline kind of challenge, you have to drink about 3.8 liters or a gallon of water. My water drinking routine has really solidified. And as part of my night routine, I like to finish a full Stanley or full liter of water. The walk is going to be outdoors today. I like to do an outdoor walk or an outdoor activity once a day. It's a habit that I've built with 75 Hard, and it's been such a nice addition to my daily routine. I really look forward to my outdoor walks or any kind of physical activity that I'm doing. Outdoor walks are not something that I will do every single evening, and it is the most recent addition to my routine. I would usually do my walk around 5 o'clock when it's pretty cool and my daughter's at her toddler class, but lately our afternoons have been really hectic with work and at home, and I found it just a lot more relaxing to do my outdoor walk or outdoor workout movement session when my daughter is asleep. My outdoor walk is a product of 75 Hard. It's part of the daily tasks that you have to do on 75 Hard, but it has become such a crucial part of my routine. I found myself being just in the house all the time, not even stepping out into our garden all the time, and over time it does kind of get to you. It affects you mentally, whether you don't realize it straight away, but it really does. So now I've really come to crave and love these outdoor walks. I do 45 minutes outdoors, and some days it's a really fast pace. I'll mix in some skipping, I'll mix in some weights, a little bit of HIIT, a little bit of cardio. And some days it's just walk. I'll be on the phone with my sister or listening to an audiobook or a podcast, whatever kind of my body feels like and needs. Hey Siri, start 45-minute outdoor walk. Done with our walk, let's go inside and continue our night. Next thing that we're going to be doing in our nighttime routine is a quick tidy up and declutter. Most of the house, I would say, is in good shape because it is only the beginning of the month. So it's still in good shape from my monthly declutter. However, my office is not in good shape. So that's what I kind of want to work on. And there's a few things in the kitchen that we need to be putting away. Let's do the kitchen first. During the day, any kind of decluttering, it simply just doesn't happen. With my daughter running around, I feel like the house is getting messier every second, then things getting decluttered. That's pretty much the kitchen decluttered. It looks pretty good. Now it's time to declutter my office room. I'm not looking forward to that, but we're gonna put on some Gilmore Girls and we're gonna do that. Also, I'm waiting to start my shower because usually I would do it right after I do my workout because I don't want to be sweaty everywhere. However, I don't want to be all clean and then have to declutter stuff, and we desperately do need to declutter and just clean up. So let's go and do that. Also, my office room vibes are currently this pink neon light. It's so annoying to have these lights on. However, the only way I can control the color is by connecting to the lights with my phone, and it needs a 4G internet connection. And my 4G currently, of course, is not working. We have the internet guy coming hopefully soon. He was supposed to come yesterday. He's supposed to come today. He didn't come. We're moving on, but that's why we have pink vibes in here. Let's declutter. I apologize for the pink, but we're done cleaning and decluttering everything. It feels so good to have a clean office space. I also set up my table and everything for tomorrow for the work day, so I can just come in and start work and not have to figure that out. There is a few other things that I just have to get ready tomorrow for work, just prepare some notes so I'm not stressed in the morning and I can just come in and have a clear mind. We're gonna just write some notes, just like on the notes app, like nothing, not Excel or something like that. I'm gonna set a timer for myself because this is a part of the night that really gets away from me, and if I don't keep it in check, it's not good. So what usually ends up happening is that I will start working on something and then I see something else and then I see an email and I see this and I see that and I will remember, oh yeah, we need to buy this from Amazon, etc., etc. So timer is the way to go. Hey Siri, set alarm for 20 minutes. That'll put us on pretty good track. Let's start. Let's pick out our PJs. I was on my computer longer than I intended to be. However, let's pick out our PJs for the evening. We're gonna do this one. It's a Marks & Spencer's one, quite old. It's from their Daydreams and Duvet Days collection. Until very recently, this did not used to fit me. It's a size 18. And I used to be a size 18, but it just like a regular size 18, I want to say, in most brands, but you know, some brands will have like different kind of fits. And it was a little bit too tight, a little bit uncomfy. However, I can proudly say now, after months of working really hard, still working, still going at it, it fits. So PJs of the night. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump in the shower. Now I apologize. I just am not comfortable enough to bring you guys completely into the shower with me. Maybe one day, but not today. So I thought I'd just show you the products I'm going to be using today. I think today's going to be a Kerastase day. So we have the balancing shampoo that I'm going to use first. This is like a pre-shampoo and you just have to apply a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with the Discipline actual shampoo after that. And then we're going to also do a Kerastase mask from the same line of the shampoo, not the pre-shampoo, just the shampoo, the Discipline line. time we're using a mask. I skip conditioner. I don't need it because my hair is very, very dry and it loves a good deep condition. So every single time I will use a deep condition. I would say previously in life, before postpartum hair, I would be fine with a conditioner. Like that's all my hair needed because I have quite fine hair, and deep conditioning would just make it too heavy, would make it too, my hair just didn't need it. You'll see a lot of people recommending like, oh, don't use a conditioner, just use a mask, or use conditioner and mask, etc. Just note that usually a mask, at least this is from what I've learned from my research, a mask is just a heavier version of the conditioner. So just judge what your hair needs. Maybe your hair needs both. Maybe your hair just needs a mask, or maybe your hair needs a conditioner. I find that I'm okay to skip the conditioner and just go in with the mask. And usually when I do have the conditioner as part of my routine, I'm way too lazy to use the mask, so I just combine them together in one step, which is also not how it's supposed to be done on most days. And then for my body wash, I'm going to be using the Bath & Body Works Orange and Ginger Body Wash. And since it's getting a little cold where we live, I'm using the Urage. I'm not sure how you pronounce this, but it's a cleansing oil. This cleansing oil is amazing. If you have dry skin and you struggle to keep it hydrated, I highly recommend opting for a cleansing oil in your routine. My legs and my arms get extremely, extremely dry, especially in the winter time. So I always use a cleansing oil, and then after my shower, I'll use a body butter. But I think we're not going to do a body scrub today because it is kind of late and I want to go to sleep also. There's a few more things that I have to do. So that's going to be our shower routine. I will see you guys after the shower. All right, we are freshly done with our shower. Well, my shower, I should say. I've also washed my face and put on body lotion. I'll show you guys the body lotion that I'm currently using. It is the Bath & Body Works Mindful Pause Vetiver and Vanilla. It's quite a nice formula, the texture of it is really nice, but it's all over very, very nice. I would recommend this, except I just find the fragrance in this to be a little bit too strong. And I'm trying to really move away with products that have a lot of heavy fragrance in them. So that's the one and only reason I wouldn't repurchase this, but it is a very, very nice body cream, body butter, whipped. It almost has a whipped texture. If you guys have ever had a whipped body butter or a whipped cream, that's what the texture is. It's very light but thick at the same time. My face is actually so dry because I started tretinoin about, I think it's been about 2 weeks now. My face is extremely dry. So while I talk to you, I'm going to do a face mask. This is the SK2 facial treatment mask. I got this as a freebie at Sephora, I think, when I went to shop there. And it's honestly an amazing face mask. I didn't, these are really expensive to buy individually, and I was this is just way too expensive, but I can definitely see why you would spend more money on a good quality sheet mask. Until I started Tret, I wasn't able to do sheet masks just because they were too thick or too just hydrating almost, right? I would always break out from doing sheet masks, and the only time I would do them is if we were going out and I was putting on a lot of makeup or something and I needed good hydration for the makeup to stick. But this face mask is honestly so good. The sheet itself is so thick. It's not flimsy at all. Extremely, extremely hydrating, and really just a really good mask. I can see a difference. Obviously I got this free to sample, but I can see a difference with the cheaper face masks that I've bought that are $1 or a couple hundred rupees versus something like this. And I would definitely repurchase this with my own money, or I would look into higher end sheet masks. While this sits on my skin, I'm gonna do my hair. Just wait for some of the product, from the mask, to dry off a little bit. and then go in with my moisturizer, just like kind of sink in. I used a new body care product. It is the Drunk Elephant oil. It's a retinol oil. I got this as like a gift, I think, when I was pregnant or like just had the baby. One or the other. I'm completely blanking on that. But I got it as a gift, and when you're breastfeeding, it's not advisable to put on retinol or use products with high levels of vitamin C. I know lots of people now say it's okay to use, but it's really just like err on the side of caution. I've seen plenty of dermatologists be like, it's okay, but if you are my own family member, if it was my baby, if you were my sister, I wouldn't advise you to use it. I would tell you not to use it. So just something to kind of keep a note of on there. But that's why I wasn't able to use it. But I am officially done with breastfeeding now. And the oil is a little bit too thick to use on my face. I don't even know if it's supposed to be used on your face. I think maybe if you have extremely dry skin or something, you could, but it's just way too thick to be used on my face. So as of today, started using it on my body. Vitamin A or tretinoin, like retinol, is supposed to be good for your stretch marks. It's supposed to reduce the appearance of them a little bit. Nothing can truly ever get rid of your stretch marks. That is out there. It's proven. It's said nothing will no treatment, no cream will ever truly get rid of them. However, it has been found that tretinoin or retinol and things like that, vitamin A, I believe, can help reduce the appearance of them. And they're most effective when your stretch marks are like that purple, like that dark color, which my stretch marks post-birth still are. I thought I would give it a try. I have the product. I'm not going to use it on my face, so why not just try it? And then I think eventually, after I'm done with the product, I want to build up and actually use tretinoin on my stretch marks just to further reduce as much of the dark kind of lines as I can. I have pretty bad stretch marks. I don't want to say bad. Bad is not the correct word. I have stretch marks. That's it. And I've learned to accept them. They just are what they are. And it gave me a beautiful baby and gave me this amazing, healthy, strong baby. So I wouldn't exchange that for anything in the world. And I always try to tell myself that, especially when you have people kind of making fun of like stretch marks, or I've had people just straight up ask me, did you get stretch marks? How bad are they? You probably did because you gained so much weight, like that kind of vibe. Yeah, if you're in that boat, just know that, your stretch marks, those are there because you created this beautiful baby and you have a healthy baby, and the stretch marks are like a minimal part of it. So that's my kind of thing. But I would, if I could, just like to reduce the appearance of them, help my skin heal a little bit. I usually don't wear like midriffs. I'm not wearing a bikini or anything, so I'm not really concerned about that. It's more just for like really myself. My husband doesn't care about them. He feels the exact same way. It's really just for myself. All right, for hair care, I put up the products that I'm using. I'm gonna go and repurchase most of the products again because they're almost done. Now I'm gonna put on my face cream. What are we doing? I'm gonna put on the Clinique Moisture Surge, and you're gonna see me lather this on. This is gonna be like a thick, actually no. I'm gonna put on the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. I'm doing 2 entire pumps, and I could never, before starting tretinoin, was not able to use this cream. It was just way too thick for my skin. And sometimes even now it can be a little bit thick, but it has really transformed my skin. My skin is just so well hydrated now. I find that it complements tretinoin so well. I'm lathering this on. If I need an extra layer of moisturization, I will just come back and put another layer of this cream on. And now, my friends, we get to the crazy part of my routine, which is where I slather on this Lucas Pawpaw cream on my lips. And you can see that I'm going like a little above. So if you see like this really glossiness, and if you've seen it earlier, it's because tretinoin has given me extremely dry upper lips and like this lip area in general, the corners and everything. I try to just slather as much as possible, or else it feels really bad. Like my skin feels really bad. So that is about it. Back in the wardrobe before heading to bed, I have Pilates tomorrow, 10 a.m. So I want to figure out what I'm going to wear for it. Usually the mornings are so hectic with baby and stuff. So I find it always super helpful to figure out from beforehand what I'm going to be wearing and sort all of that out. My Pilates uniform is usually pretty simple. These like sleeveless H&M tops. They're from like the Move collection, and I like to wear sleeveless because I feel like I'm finally getting some definition in my arms, and I like to look at my arms as I'm doing the workouts. I feel like it just makes the workout go by so much faster, and I'm not like counting each rep. Also pants. We're gonna do the same Move collection pants. They have some pockets on them. Perfect. Although I don't need pockets during Pilates, I do try to save my leggings with pockets in them for like my walks and stuff. That's really all I have right now. And then just a sports bra to go underneath it. This is like a medium impact one, but it's really nice because it's like a full coverage, but good support. But you'd probably need to double, if you have bigger boobs like me, you probably need to double up on your sports bra with this. We're also gonna pack our Pilates bag. My bag pretty much stays packed most of the time. However, I'm just added my Pilates socks. I got these from Kosha Yoga. They're like a pale pink color. They have a few different colors, but I just have like multiple of the same color. So even if they go through the wash and maybe I lose a sock or lose a glove, I still always have a complete set because they're all the same. That's also a pro tip for socks. Like if you just buy all of the same sock, even if you lose a pair, like it's okay because you can always make a set. All right. Bag is packed. Time to have our nightly medicines. I only take 2 medicines every night, and that is my Zyrtec and my woman's multivitamin. I take a daily antihistamine because I'm extremely allergic to dog hair, and we have 4 dogs. You probably haven't seen them in the vlog because they are sleeping or like lounging on floor level. But extremely allergic. Did not realize until I think I got my 3rd dog. I did not realize how allergic I was. All right, cheers. We're actually back in front of the computer because I have to do my reading for 75 Hard. I'm currently reading The Mountain Is You. I don't recommend you read the book unless you're looking for a really easy read or a book of inspirational quotes. Then this is a book for you. Done with reading and some last minute work I had on my computer, just making sure that everybody is set up for the morning tomorrow. If there was anything like any messages from my editors or from my team that I needed to get back to. And we had a couple of resumes that we needed to review as well. I'm hiring a social media assistant, manager, not really sure what. I'm like flexible with the position. I know that I need a manager. However, finding someone in that skill range is difficult, like based on the location that we're in. We're being a little bit flexible. But right now, let's go back into the bedroom. My face has gotten really dry, so I just need like a extra layer of moisturizer. And even for my lips, I need an extra layer of moisturizers because I've been like sending voice notes to my team and just making a lot of face movements, I think, as well. So it kind of shifts around the product, and I've been drinking from my Stanley for a little bit, so it shifts around the product. I'm going to do a little bit of reading. Today is the 2nd of September, and so far this month we've read 1 book. I finished Throne of Glass yesterday, and I want to read like my next read. I want to move on to Crown of Midnight. However, I have a really long TBR for this month, so I'm feeling like I should read the next book on my TBR list. I also remembered that I have a Zoom call tomorrow that I have to be ready for. Ignore this dress that's hanging here. I was trying to pull together looks for my upcoming trip, so I'm trying to figure out like color combinations and like how things work together. But tomorrow I have a Zoom call, and I also have to shoot a few things as well. So I want to have like a nice outfit. I just need it to look like nice on the top. Ooh, I might do this one. I usually don't like wearing black for videos or for meetings and stuff. I think it just looks a little like blah, but I love the neckline of this, and I think this will really look really cute. This one also, because I don't need to iron it for tomorrow morning. So this is gonna be it. This is a dress. This just minuses like some thinking that I have to do tomorrow morning if I can get stuff ready. And in like my sleepy state, I can get up and like fix stuff. Let's get in bed. You can see that I've completely slathered my face in moisturizer just because it's so dry, and my lips. But I'm also gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna skip. I was going to say I'm gonna skip the foot cream because I was gonna put magnesium oil on my foot. However, I have no idea where I've placed it. I've started doing that. Apparently it's supposed to be really good to help you sleep, but I wouldn't say I found a big difference, but I have no idea where it is. It's usually right on my bedside, but okay, we don't have it. So I'm gonna get reading. Do I have my Kindle at least? I did manage to find my magnesium spray, but I can't for the life of me find my Kindle. It's like the weirdest thing. I'm thinking maybe like when I made my bed, it's like maybe underneath the sheets or something, like underneath the blankets. I didn't take it out properly because usually I just fall asleep reading, like it'll be in my hand and I'll just be like, oh, I'll just close my eyes for 2 seconds and end up drifting off. So no idea. Did find the magnesium spray, so I'm going to spritz that on. All right, I'm going to try and find my Kindle. If not, I have to practice my Duolingo now. I do it now. It's like after midnight, so I like to do it now because during the day, things can get really like, you just forget about it, right? So this is like the perfect time for me to do it. I don't forget about it. I'm currently on a 54-day streak, which I'm very proud of. It's like, other than maybe 75 hard, it's like the biggest streak that I have for anything. And if you liked my evening vlog, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe. I think you're also gonna really like this vlog. So if you haven't seen it, check that out, or check out my monthly reset. Bye.